Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. One country, two laws. Senator Shehu on the special treatment Dangote gets from the Nigerian government. Very true. I mean, that's very clear. Thanks for picking that out. That's what goes on in our country, okay? That's what goes on in Nigeria. Very typical. Where some people are VIP, some other persons are VVVIP, while some people are trash, okay? For starters, Buhari's children are untouchable for now. And those in power can carry on and do things anyhow and, defraud the nation, and nothing is done to them. The B-boys can, dislodge the whole of the north, carry out ethnic cleansing, and guess what they say to them? Just when they catch you, say you have repented, then you are reinstated, you are given money. In fact, you are settled. You see, in this country, we have to end this somehow. Thank you all youths for your resilience with NSAS. We all know what has happened, but guess what? They think that they have broken us. No, but we rise up again and we move. Dangote, we know, a businessman. Some things happened recently that the Nigerian government will not take from any other person. But guess what? In the case of Dangote, no. Let's understand all that Shehu is saying to us is happening in this country. One country, two laws. Senator Shehu on a special treatment Dangote gets from the Nigerian government. Human rights activist and Nigerian politician Sani Shehu has, through his official Twitter account, openly criticized the government for bending the policies which they introduced to guide all Nigerians by making it favorable for some and difficult for others. Senator Shehu said, "One country, two laws," when he was reacting to a report which said that the Nigerian government has allowed Dangote to begin exporting his cement to Niger and Togo, while the border remains closed for others. Can you imagine? The Nigerian government closed the borders to encourage the consumption of locally grown products, but this has affected businesses that have their market outside Nigeria. As they cannot export their goods, the government now exempting Dangote from this is seen by Nigerians as double standard and a special treatment for the rich and affluence. That's the truth. That's the very truth. In this country, I mean, for the rich and those that is different. It's quite different, okay? Let's continue. Senator Shehu wasn't the only one to fault this. On social media, Shaibi described it as the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer because the closure of the border has put small businesses out of business. A bag of rice, for instance, is sold for 40,000 naira, more than the minimum wage. This was what was sold for 8,000 naira before the border was closed. This is how they put Nigerians in abject poverty and difficulty, but they get the same products when they need it. Chadi said the theory is that Dangote probably launder money for Nigeria elites because there is no other possible explanation as to why rules are being bent for him and nobody can speak, why his counterparts, other business owners are being discouraged and are not allowed to export their products. Think what happened when Dangote exposes them. This or lend his voice to what is going on with the NSAS movement. Don't you think Nigerian government will crumble? That's why they are looking at every possible way to hide and to keep evidences down. So Nigerian government, we all know that a bunch of fraudsters, okay? Nigerian governments are one of the people who are very, I mean, God will really save us. People who do not, hey, these people, they say one, they do another. They say one, but they do another. Okay? Buhari will tell people, don't do this, don't do that. But what he's doing is unimaginable in this country. Now, Dangote is allowed to move his products across the border, but other businesses cannot. So how do we reconcile what is going on. How do we reconcile it? How do we reconcile it? How? They say Dangote is free to do whatever he wants to do, while others are not free to do what they want to do. Even the border that is close to rice, allow these people to bring in rice. It's part of growth. What you should be doing, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You want to encourage locally grown. What are you doing? What have you done now to ensure that? They will tell you that one minister of agriculture is sharing a fertilizer or this. These are all scam. Scam, scam, scam in Nigeria. There is nothing, you see, everything they tell you palliative is all scam. Can you imagine palliative that was given for them to share to Nigerians? What happened? They stored it up in warehouses, leaving it there to expire. How can we be so selfish to our very own self? Why do we do that? Why? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Why? Just why? Why are we wicked to our own people? And then you go abroad and you say there is a racism. Don't even say it because in your own country there is racism. In your own country, in Nigeria, your own country, it is there. In your own country, it's there. So, I mean, you close the border, people are suffering, and now look at what you're doing. You close the border, people are suffering. The bag of rice is more expensive, is much more expensive than the minimum wage. Do you know how much a senator is receiving in this country? Oh, you don't want to know. Let's even leave a senator. A senator is very far. Let's go to even a House of Rep member, just a House of Rep member, just a House Rep member in your state. Go and see how much they are receiving. Go and see what is happening to them. Go and see what is going on. You'll be amazed and you'll be surprised. This is what they do. They don't build up, they don't develop the country. There is nothing to make sure that the country move forward. There are no programs. ASU is on strike 8 months. Their children are schooling abroad. There is no law in place. I don't get it. This is a shame, honestly. This is a shame. This is a shame. And God really needs to help us in this country. God really needs to help us because Nigerian government are proving that they are not ready. You're just some people that just put themselves there. But guess what? The youth have woken up and then the days of ignorance. Yeah, I mean, it's past. But right now, we are wiser, we are better, we are ready to take over. Guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. You have a voice. Bye for now.